Hi, my name is Kim Van Borgendien, and I'm going to be talking today about a lesson for second grade. First, I've reviewed all of my students' information and their learning needs. It's all up here. I have students with IEPs, English language learners, and students with 504s. All their accommodations are listed, and then from there, we will be learning about exploring from the city to the countryside. The learning objective for this lesson is to write at least one key idea about urban, suburban, and/or rural that they have learned from today's lesson and writing it on an Owney medal. This is the Owney medal that they will be writing on. The Common Core Learning Standards include standards for social studies, technology, science, math, and English, ELA. We will be focusing on vocabulary such as capital, community, rural, urban, suburban, and we also will be working on the academic language of commenting, which is through discussion and question and response. The lesson sequence is to have to activate their prior knowledge. I will be asking them if they've ever traveled to somewhere different from where they live and what it was like there. This will get them to start thinking about what those characteristics were from the different places that they visited. Next, we will do a read aloud. This is a lucky dog, Owney, U.S. Mail Mascot. We will read through it, and throughout it, I will ask questions about it that the students will have to think in the think, pair, share, or just commenting back to me. From there, we will find New York State, because Owney was from Albany. We will find New York State on this map, and we will color it in. After that, we will all get a map of New York State, and the students will have to locate where Albany, which is the capital of this state, is, and they'll have to put a star. From there, we'll start to talk about the communities the community that they live in, which is Albany, and that it's a urban community and what characteristics make up that community. After we had discussed that, I will give out a T-chart as well as showing these visuals, because ELLs learn best with visuals. This T-chart that we will be doing will show urban and rural, which are completely different. They're the opposite. And then the bubble down here will be suburban, which shows characteristics of both. After that, and I've gone over discussion, question, anything like that they have questions about, they will complete this worksheet. They'll have to tell me the 3 different kinds, and then based on the information given, they will have to write something that goes along with each community, a feature of it. From there, they will have to then fill out the Owney medal, which is the final assessment of it all, and we will end up hanging this up on a big Owney poster to show everything that we've learned throughout the unit. Afterwards, they will be given their homework, which we will go over. Students will have to write about what you would do if you were with Owney visiting one of the communities, either the rural, urban, or suburban, and what you may see or do there. You may include a drawing. They're going to include a drawing along with their writing. Students will have to write at least 5 sentences. For students with accommodations or needs their homework to be modified, I will have one-on-one conferencing with them to decide which community they want to write about, as well as they have only 2 to 3 sentences they will have to write. For assessments, I will be using Quest-based, and my assessments are here. The assessments are whole class discussion, the graphic organizer, which is the T-chart that they'll be filling out with me, the communities worksheet, which is done individually, the Owney medal, which they'll have to complete after the lesson, that's the final lesson, and then the review, which is their homework to do. And all of this assessments go in here so that I know what each student did and how they're doing, as well as it gets sent out to parents later on. and modifications. There's visuals for my ELLs, like I already said. Directions will also be read out loud for students who need them read out, and the modified homework, of course. Well, thank you for joining me, and have a good day.